Hey everyone, Richard here. I have a comic haul. I'm pretty overdue for one now. I think this might be my first comic haul of 2021. I've been picking up stuff, I just really haven't been motivated to get in front of the camera. I figured now is a good time, why not? I have some stuff to show. So these first books are going to be modern stuff, some variants I picked up, what have you. Some of this goes all the way back to the very beginning of the year. First up, I picked up some High Republic #1s, just various covers. I actually pre-ordered these, so I got them all for cover price. So that's pretty cool, especially to get this one for cover price. These I actually ordered online. They were store exclusives, and they've since blown up. I'm glad I picked them up when they listed them. I almost didn't, but last second I had to get these homage variants. It's crazy what these are going for now. Makes me tempted to sell them, but I kind of just want to keep them at the same time. And then I picked up one more set of store exclusives. Some Gwenom versus Carnage, the regular cover, the Virgin variant, and then the normal Gwen Virgin variant. So yeah, that's all I got as far as modern stuff goes. Give me a second and I'll grab the next stack of books. Alright, so this next stack I actually got from a yard sale. Yard sales started up again here. They're kind of intermittent, but they are around. I still need to rebag these. The bags are pretty gross. But I paid 50 cents each for these, and they're pretty cool. So, we got Star Wars Episode 1. This is a newsstand variant. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of that. All newsstand, so that's pretty cool. Especially with what newsstands are doing in the aftermarket right now. Yeah, so that was $1 for those. I also found 2 copies of #2. Again, both are newsstands, so that's again pretty cool. This one unfortunately has some rust on the staples, but for what, 50 cents each, not much complaining there. And then I also found #3, and dirty bag, but it is a newsstand variant. Nice Darth Maul photo cover. Again, these books did some stupid things value-wise recently, so probably end up just keeping them because it's Star Wars, and that's what I like. One of the things I like to collect. At that same yard sale, I also found these. They had some other Star Wars stuff. This is all I picked up. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 1 through 4. These are actually in really nice shape. This one is #1 is really clean. So yeah, that's all I picked up from there. Give me a second, I will grab another stack. Alright, so this is a bigger stack. I walked into a shop while they were organizing a new collection they had picked up. I was asking if I could look through the collection with them, and they're like, no, we haven't priced it, blah, blah, blah. But they did have a box of worthless indie stuff that I could look through if I wanted to have the books for $4. So I did. I actually pulled out some stuff for 25 cents each. You really can't complain. Warrior Nun Ariella #1 is the first appearance of Ariella. There is some debate about that. There's another book. There's actually an interview you can look up from the creator. I don't remember what it is, Kung Fu High maybe, something of that sort. Those books are the first appearance of this universe and the first appearance of this priest character, but the girl in that is not Ariella. Kind of an interesting interview, really. But I got #1 of that. There is another #1 of that. There was a #1 second print, which I actually prefer this cover. It's basically the same thing, it's just cropped differently, but pretty cool. And there's a #2. I actually kind of deep dived this character. I actually flipped through a lot of these. Here's Warrior Nun Black and White #1. not even bag and boarded. A lot of these weren't bag and boarded, but I didn't mind. Here's another number 1, different volume. Another number 1 from a different volume. It's a portrait book. There's actually some pretty cool artists in this one. I've already flipped through that. This is the first print of the trade paperback for Morgan and Ariella. Actually kind of surprised me what it goes for. It's not a cheap book. Yeah. Originally $9.95. But yeah, that was in there also. Some more Warrior Nun, Ariella, No Justice. This is a smaller size book. It's not really quite an ashcan size, but it's smaller than your standard one. Another number 1. Ariella versus Razor. I already flipped through all of these because I just thought it was interesting. Ariella and Glory. This was actually a funny one. Glory is a Rob Liefeld character, I believe. But there's some very clear parody of Image Comics in here. Basically just these characters destroying them. We got a very clearly a ripoff. There's also, let's see here, Demon Spawn. Yeah, it's just an interesting book. It's a Hellboy ripoff. I believe they're actually at like a convention or something. Got a Dr. Doom ripoff down there. But yeah, very interesting book to flip through. Here is another versus Razor. Some Shotgun Mary stuff. This one was in that box, which was kind of nice to see. Airboy number 5. This is actually an homage to her first appearance. A book that I kind of want, but I don't really want to shell out the money for. So, pretty cool. And now we have some Valiant and Acclaim stuff. We have a Shadow Man number 1. I believe this is from volume 2. There's some first appearances in this, but whatever. Got it just because you don't see them very often. Here's the original Shadow Man number 1. Again, 25 cents each on these. I'm not complaining. Grabbed this one, number 13, first appearance of Punk. I don't remember her name right now. It's a female priestess that's actually kind of a cool character, but I always forget her name. Then we got some very early Clayton Crane stuff, back when he spelled his name differently. There's number 18, number 19, and I believe this is the final issue, which is pretty cool. Again, Clayton Crane. Here's a number 1 that was in there. And then the last books that I'm going to show were probably what I was most excited to pick up from this box. You don't see them basically ever. The print runs on these are anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000. Very, very low print runs. But yeah, they're phenomenal books. This is, again, Shadow Man, but this is Dead Side, book 1 of 4. Ashley Wood doing all the artwork, even the interiors, and Paul Jenkins' story. Really, really worth trying to get a copy of these just to see the interior artwork. Again, it's all Ashley Wood. It's all really nice. Book 2 of 4. And book 3 of 4. This is actually the full set. Book 4 of 4 was never created because the print runs were so low. people weren't picking them up. This was not a good time for comics. But you can actually read the story for book 4 if you buy the trade paperback of these, which is also kind of hard to find, but easier than these. I believe the trade has the script and maybe some early storyboarding. But these are worth the price just to see the Ashley Wood artwork, in my opinion. And generally speaking, they're not very cheap issues. So yeah, to get them for $1/4 each, I was very happy. And that's pretty much my whole haul. I have some other stuff that I picked up recently, but I'll show that down the line. I think that's it for now. Hope you're all well out there. And take care, everyone.